We're gonna see how many Aprilias we can get our hands on today. All right, let's go.
Alright, go for it.
Okay. There's the bike up here, off the track.
You're good, go ahead. Alright, turn quick here, and then quick. Let's do whatever he's on, the guy with the white leathers.
Yeah.
We know that he is a coward on the brakes. If the opportunity presents itself, you can take him.
Okay. Move, you got up there.
Gets off. Remember, one line. And if you have the opportunity, you can totally pass him.
Okay.
Hot shot behind you. Let this guy go. He's too dangerous for his own good.
Okay. Oh gosh, where's he at?
Right behind you.
Okay.
Okay, he'll pass you on the straight. It's too much bike for that guy.
We are at Aprilia Racer Days, which happens every year post MotoGP. And the part that makes all this feel so special, like Aprilia Racer Days, I think at least, is that we got to see MotoGP, like the absolute fastest men in the world. We're racing Saturday and Sunday, and then like us mere mortals, we get the track all to ourselves on Monday and Tuesday, which I think is really cool. Also, if anyone ever wants to come to this, honestly, I would recommend you come in for MotoGP and then you stay for the Aprilia Racer Day. Now, anyone can sign up for Aprilia Racer Day, and you don't have to have an Aprilia. Actually, don't even have to have a bike. Whether you want to bring your own bike or you want to demo one of the Aprilias, they have like their whole fleet of brand new factory bikes here for you to ride. I feel like we've died and gone to heaven. Literally, look at all of these Aprilias behind me. Aprilias for days. So my favorite bike is the RS660, but I figured we'd get out of our comfort zone today, and we're gonna try and ride as many Aprilias as we can get our hands on. We have the Tuono V4 right here. This is the RS V4. Guys, this is a little bit too much power for me. Honestly, this is a little bit too much power to me, but I think this is a sexy bike, especially the 2026. They have this like fun little fin back here. It makes it look so fast. It makes you feel like you're a factory rider. We're gonna try and ride the V4, the Tuono V4, and the RS, my favorite, the RS660. Let's take you into the Aprilia garage really quick. Actually, I want to introduce you to my friends because the whole gang is here.
Hello, my name is Haley. I've been riding for 10 years this July. I work for Piaggio Group through my agency. I manage PR and media communications for Piaggio Group, which includes Aprilia, obviously. I am super stoked to be here. It's been a really incredible race weekend for us. Just the proximity of the race team with a 1-2 finish and or 2 days ago, Sunday's race was like an unforgettable experience, and I was super honored to be part of it.
I'm Savannah Little. I've been riding for a little over a year now. I bought my RS660, which is right here, brand new. I shouldn't have thrown the mic away from myself. I'm new here, apparently. I bought my RS660 brand new as my first motorcycle about a year and a half ago now, and pretty much started doing track days immediately, fell in love, and here we are. Just picked up my race license at the end of last season. Really excited to start racing a bit more and planning on converting my 660 over to a race bike this summer. So really excited. It's awesome to be here with Aprilia, to see all these awesome bikes out here. They've been generous enough to let us demo pretty much anything in the fleet, and it's really cool getting to feel the different bikes and try them out on track. But yeah, I mean, just to experience the GP, the 1-2 finish, and then be out here turning laps with, you know, legends and enjoying like-minded enthusiasts is just an awesome way to spend a Tuesday. So we really can't complain.
Okay, Michael and I was gonna say Michael's in all of our videos.
We're on season 5, and I'm like a season 1 character.
Fill us in really quick. Michael has a really exciting, is it a Netflix series? Apple?
It's on Samsung TV Plus.
Okay, Samsung TV Plus. A very exciting series he did with Keanu Reeves. This is the numero uno engineer, the head engineer? Yes.
I don't know, I think that's my title. I don't know what my title really is. It's like data nerd.
We have been riding together for a few years now.
Yeah, actually, I think it's 3 years to the day now.
Is it really?
Because was your Aprilia Racer Day, was that your first time a couple years ago, or was it?
It was a Ride Smart day.
Okay.
Actually.
Around 3 years.
Yeah. Michael was just out there with me. We were recording something on the Senna, and he was playing around with, what's that guy's name? Max
Biaggi.
Max Biaggi, who's won multiple MotoGP championships, right? Anyways, it was fun to see you guys kind of battle it out for a little bit. He did a wheelie out of corner 11 with that chick on the back. He was just like, rah! It was like, oh. Should we ask this chick really quick about her two-up experience? Dude, did you just do a two-up?
I did.
How was it? We were going into corner 11, back into the back straightaway, and I think you were on the back of Max's bike. And if I remember right, he did like a wheelie when he took off, and then you guys were
He
put it back down.
He did a lot of wheelies. That was kind of terrifying, not gonna lie, because they're normally when you do two up, they have a handle basically bolted to the fuel tank, so you have a place to hold on. It makes it really, really easy. Whether you're accelerating, whether you're slowing down, leaning, and whatnot, it makes it really easy. Because those seats are really slippery. The back seat, it's basically just a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
So you kind of just slide back and forth for it, whatever. But these ones, they weren't expecting to do two ups. They don't have any of the bikes with the handles.
You live to tell the tale. And how many championships? How many MotoGP championships? You were telling me earlier. I lost track. There were so many.
I went to 4 times in 250, 2 times in Superbike.
Okay, that's awesome. So we have a MotoGP championship winner right here. I wanted to ask you really quick as a pro racer, and we were talking a little bit earlier, so it might be a little repetitive for you, but I thought your story was so cool. I just wanted to capture it on camera. But I wanted to ask you, with all of these wins under your belt, like, did you know? Sorry, it's a little noisy. Did you know from a young age that you were meant for greatness? Did you feel that inside of you, that you were going to be great?
No, not at all, because I started very late, and I didn't start when I was a kid, so no dirt bike, no mini bike, nothing, just my passion was in the football. And my first bike ever, I had 18 years old, so basically I didn't know anything about racing until 18. So then I start, and quickly I went, very good on track, and then started championship right away, started to do good, super good, and quick I ride to the World Championship, and after a couple of years of championship I won the title. So for me was, I discovered this passion, this ability, or how you call talent, without know. So lucky that I discovered it through my friend, who was a really was a really big fan of motorcycle.
Tell me again, how old were you when you won your first title?
20, I started 18 first time, I was maybe 22, 21, 22.
So just 4 or 5 years later, after throwing your leg over a bike, you would go on to win a championship, a title. That's incredible. I was going to say, you're right. When we were chatting earlier, I feel like a lot of these people were like raised on a bike. As soon as they're born, their parents get them on a bike. But you were playing football, or in America, it's soccer. Yeah, soccer. And so he didn't throw his bike or his leg over a bike until he was 18, which is insane. It's awesome.
Strange story, and is I think at the moment the last 30 years that I know racing, the racer, is the unique story, you know. But sometimes happen, you know. What happened to me, I'm very happy. That's why I'm still on this world, because with Aprilia I have a strong relationship, because I won 5 of my 6 titles with Aprilia.
Okay.
So I become ambassador worldwide for them for the last 10 years.
What's your name on Instagram? So we can use your name.
Max Biaggi.
Give him a follow on social media. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to try 3 of the most popular bikes in the Aprilia lineup. If you talk to anyone, I feel like they're going to tell you one of these 3 bikes. So we're going to try the Tuono, we're going to try the RS V4, and we're going to try my personal favorite, the RS 660. Never had a slick on my back tire before. Take out the Tuono. First up in the lineup, we have the Tuono. Now, just at first looks, this is a super sexy bike. As you can see, she's naked. One of the things that I think are the most different about this bike is going to be the handlebars. The handlebars on the RS V4, the RS 660, and the Tuono are all going to be a little different. So these are probably the least aggressive handlebars that we have out of those 3 bikes. I think for the track, I don't think this is going to be my favorite bike. Just guessing, looking at it, I think these handlebars are going to keep me in a more upright position. It's going to be a little harder to get down in the corners, because on the RS V4 and on the RS 660, which we will show you, the handlebars sit almost down here by the gas tank. So this has a really upright position. Honestly, these almost, they're not, but they almost look like a dirt bike handlebar. This is kind of a good shot of the handlebars. As you can see, again, they're almost like a completely straight bar. I'll throw my leg over the bike and we'll sit on it really quick. Let's just see. Oh yeah, getting down on this is already so different. I think for the street, like maybe, well, this is a lot of power just to commute, but if you were commuting or riding on the street, I think this would be fun because it's more upright. Again, on the V4 and on the RS 660, you're gonna see the handlebars are way down here, which causes your body positioning, I think, to come down a little lower. So right off the bat, that's something a little bit different that we notice about the Tuono. But let's take her for a lap on the track, and then we'll come back and we'll see how big of a deal the handlebars are for the track. I just took this out for a couple laps. The Tuono, I had to ask what CC this was because it doesn't have usually like the RS 660 and the RS V4 kind of hints as to the CCs, but this thing, the Tuono, I wasn't sure. This is the 660. This is the equivalent of the RS 660, which I felt that out on the track. Not too much horsepower, not too much horsepower, not too little horsepower. It's actually like a really good in-between bike, but not to hurt the bike's feelings. But honestly, when I was out there, I was like, what is this bike doing at the track? I think it's fun that they have it out here, and it's definitely rideable at a track, but I think this would be way more fun on the streets, and that's just because of these handlebars. They're like a more upright position. Okay, up next, we're gonna go to a couple laps on this bad boy really quick, and I wanted to line them up side by side just so you guys could see the difference in the handlebars. So CC's exactly the same on both of these bikes. Oh my gosh, now that I'm looking at it, the fairings are pretty similar. I think really the biggest part, this is naked, this is not. The handlebars on this are more upright. These are a little more aggressive. Personally, I've said this before, but the RS660 is my favorite bike. It's the perfect in between, I feel like. Not too much power, not too little power. Honestly, just enough for me. You can hit, if you're pushing it, 160 on the back straight on the RS660, which is, honestly, that's perfect. I don't need anything more than that. So we're gonna go take this for a couple more laps, then we're gonna come back. We'll let you know how it goes. Okay, just took this baby out for the track. Again, I've already said this, but the RS660 is by far my favorite bike. I feel like this is a fan favorite. Even if you want something with a lot of, even people that are usually on a leader bike, they love the RS660. This is especially fun, I think, at Coda too. Perfect amount of power. The handlebars are somewhere in between the Tuono and the RSV4, so they're aggressive. That was Max, and he can interrupt us anytime because he's, what do you say, like a 3-time world champion? If you guys are wanting to get into riding, I know a lot of people say start with a small bike, but if you come from like a riding background, honestly, the RS660 might be the perfect bike for you. It's not necessarily a beginner bike. Gosh, I would almost call this a vet bike. Like if you're done with your leader bike days, I think this is absolutely the perfect bike. I love everything about it. Comes with the quick shifter. What else? All the electronics on it are just perfect.